If you have loved ones that rely on your income, you need life insurance. But finding the best quote shouldn't take a lifetime. With Policy Genius, you could save 50% or more by comparing quotes from America's top insurers. First, head to policygenius.com. In minutes, Policy Genius will compare prices starting at as little as $1 a day. You might even be eligible to fast-track your coverage with a no-exam policy. Once you apply, the Policy Genius team handles all the paperwork and red tape. If you have any questions, their team of licensed independent experts is on hand to help. In fact, Policy Genius's award-winning service has a 5-star rating across thousands of reviews on Trustpilot and Google. Make today the day you cross life insurance off your list and get protection for your loved ones. You could save 50% or more by comparing quotes. To get covered, head to policygenius.com today.
Geek Vibes Live is rated G for geek.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to an amazing Geek Vibes Live interview. For today's interview, I am your host, Tia, and I have with me one of the stars of Jupiter's Legacy, Tyler Mane. How are you today, Tyler?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I hope that the weather is good for you. I'm not sure where you are, but I'm in New York right now, and it's a little dreary, so I'm hoping that it's better wherever you're located.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. It's really nice here right now.
Nice. Are you on a project in Atlanta right now, or are you just kind of, having a good time over there?
No, we actually relocated about 2 years ago, 2018, just before the pandemic, 2019. And, we were running both locations, LA and Atlanta, and then we just decided that we didn't need to be in LA anymore. So we just came out here full time.
Nice. Awesome. Well, that's good. Yeah. I just know they film a lot in Atlanta, so my ears perked up at that. But, for Jupiter's Legacy, which was on Netflix, you played the big bad Blackstar. I just want to go right into it and ask, how was that experience for you?
It was fantastic. Stephen DeKnight asked me to put myself on tape for it and ended up getting the role. And I just loved the character from the beginning. He's this cocky, snide, intelligent doctor that has a softer side to him, if you've seen the show also. But he has the ability to just destroy the entire Union if he wanted to. So it was just a great all-round supervillain to play. And to be able to bring Blackstar to life was a dream come true.
With Blackstar, you're wearing all this makeup. You look really big, bad, imposing. But as you said, there's a lot of layers to the character. Was that refreshing for you to be asked to play a character that isn't just, say, brute force?
Yeah. Oh, it was so amazing to be able to bring Blackstar to life. Like I say, he is an all-rounded character. And I just wish that they would have been able to get into his background a little more and to show that. But unfortunately, that won't be happening.
Yeah. Last night when they announced, unfortunately, that the show has been canceled, I did sit there going, oh man, I'm speaking with Tyler and that's so unfortunate. But I mean, where would you have liked to see your character go, and how do you feel about the news?
Yeah, well, I'm disappointed. I wish that everybody would have gotten a second season, because there were so many people that put a lot of hard work into the project. But as far as Blackstar, like I say, it just, going into the background and how he became who he is would have been fantastic. But that still might be possible, because there is a spinoff coming of the villains, and it's taking place in the same universe. So, you never know. Blackstar might be back.
So fingers crossed that maybe we could get you back. Have you spoken with Stephen DeKnight at all since the news about the cancellation?
I have not. Or none of the other people have, reached out to some of the cast members and said, oh, it's too bad. I would have loved to, do it again next year. But it is what it is, No,
absolutely. Before I mentioned about the makeup and everything and, your look as Blackstar, how long did it take to kind of become this character?
Oh, man, that process was about 3 hours total. It was 8 head pieces that were glued, head and shoulder pieces that were glued tight onto my face, completely onto my face. And just as the transformation would take place over the 3-hour period, it was just amazing to see in the mirror in front of my face Blackstar come to life, because with that prosthetics on, I could wink, I could smirk, I could, smile. You would see every expression that I was putting through come through the character of Blackstar. And then when Kevin Wassman finished airbrushing me, my lovely greenish gray color, and I'd open up my eyes every morning, I'd be like, Blackstar's back, baby. It was what got me into the mood to play that character.
I was going to ask if you felt more like the character once putting all the makeup and everything on.
Oh, for sure. And then when I would get into either the suit of armor or the prison jumpsuit, that would be the final topping. And when you're in that outfit, it's hard not to be Blackstar.
And, with Blackstar being very intelligent, having a sense of humor, of course, he also is very powerful in the physical sense. And you had some really great fight scenes in this season. What was that like for you? Was it primarily you? Was there a stunt double in some, aspects?
Yeah, I definitely had a stunt double because it was just him and I. Basically, Blackstar was against the whole Union in that first massive fight in episode 1. And so it was Blackstar taking on about 9 of the Union. And I'm happy to hand over the torch to my stunt double. I tagged him in and said, Nate, Andretti, you go in there and you have fun. Because people, we had a cooling suit inside of our outfits, but still just to even move was physically draining on the body. But it was so amazing to be in it. When you see yourself in the mirror, it was just all worthwhile.
That's awesome. What would you say was your favorite scene as Blackstar?
Oh man, I'd have
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, there's actually a couple. I really liked the scene where I see my autopsied body, and they take me in there as the prisoner to confront them. Because that was the first scene that we did. And the producers were like, wow, you are having way too much fun playing this character. It was just to bring that cockiness out and attack all of them was fantastic. And then also the scene with Ben in the prison cell, where I'm reading my romance novel before he rudely interrupts me, was another one of my favorites.
I believe that was also the internet's favorites, because I was going through Twitter with the hashtag Jupiter's Legacy, and I saw a bunch of people screenshotting that scene. So that was quite funny. And I did like your character laughing at the possibility that your character could have been beaten by Brandon. So did really enjoy that because that added these nice layers to a character who could have easily been so one-dimensional.
Yeah. And then as they're taking me out, as the guards are taking me out, I just yell back, "I got a fan club, asshole!"
And honestly, Tyler, you do. There is a Blackstar fan club online. I mean, when I was reading the reviews, I have seen the season, but I love reading other people's reviews. And when I was reading it online, I mean, everyone was mentioning your character as one of the standouts for the season. I mean, how does that feel to have such a positive reaction from people?
I mean, that's just fantastic. It's just anytime you bring a character to life, you hope that it's well received, and then when you get to be as cocky as Blackstar is, you really hope that the fans will take to it, and I'm just glad that they did. That just fulfills it for me.
And I have to, of course, bring this up. You played the character Sabertooth in the original Xmen movie. I mean, the movie that someone like me grew up on, honestly. And so you were in Xmen, you're in Jupiter's Legacy. What is it about these superhero properties that attracts you the most to them?
Well, I mean, because it deals with, if you look at it, I was a tall, skinny kid, glasses, braces that was picked on, and I think all of these super villains, superheroes are dealing with kind of similar struggles. They're the outcasts of society that have to come together and form and unite to solve problems, either solve problems or wreak havoc on the world and question what is being done by the other people. That's why I really love Jupiter's Legacy, is because Blackstar, his main purpose is to test Utopian on the code. It makes him pick. Is it going to be your family or is it going to be your stupid little code? Because the code is way outdated. Right. That's why I love characters like that.
Yeah, and I mean, so, we do hope for the possibility that you could come back as Blackstar, but are there other characters within the comic book realm that you would be interested in playing?
Oh, wow. I mean, I'd love to do a Lobo. There's so many different ones, but what we're doing with Main Entertainment, my production company, I've always been in love with graphic novels because being slightly dyslexic as a kid, I enjoyed the comic books because you could see them play out in front of you, even if you maybe didn't understand all the words and had to fight through it. It was kind of like helping you get through it. So with what Main Entertainment is doing is we are doing a graphic novel next from our perspective. We're doing, it's loosely based on a book called The Last Spartan. So it'd be if Sons of Anarchy meets The Punisher meets human trafficking. And it's going to be really dark and gritty. And we have Christopher Priest, who is going to be writing it for us. So I'm very excited about that. So that's what's next on our plates.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, it's nice when you get to create yourself and really put out there, maybe what you had hoped to get from other comic books, and then you can put it out yourself. So that's really awesome. I wouldn't be doing my job correctly if I, of course, didn't go through your filmography a little and, point out things like the fact that you played Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie versions of Halloween. I have to ask, of course, was there any talks ever of you coming back to play the character, and what do you think of the new Halloween movies? Yeah,
in the way back in the day, both Scout and myself were going to be coming back. There was talk of it, but then they ended up putting it on the shelf because they didn't like the story or something. And Rob wasn't going to be coming back. So I'm kind of glad that they did. I had my run as Michael Myers. I brought them to life on 2 different features. And it's just, it was a great opportunity to work with all those people. And, the franchise will live on forever. I mean, it's like one of the producers said way back in the day, the only thing that's going to kill Michael Myers is the box office. So, he'll be around for quite a while. And there's been so many Michael Myers in the past, and I'm sure there'll be more.
Of course, yeah. I mean, people are always hungry for those sort of horror films. Just throwing it out there, I mentioned before about you playing the character Sabertooth. I mean, let's say hypothetically there was ever, someone ever approached you to, say, play that character again. Would you say yes?
Oh, I would love to dig deeper into Sabertooth. That's the thing. It was done as a feature, and there were so many characters that they were introducing at that time. And it being the first one, so Sabertooth was kind of like the henchman to Magneto. So I would love to be able to take and dive deeper into my version of Sabertooth, making him more than the character that he was, and make him a full-rounded character.
Well, we see that obviously you can do that with Blackstar, which is so great. You've played so many iconic roles throughout your career. I mean, where do you see the future of your acting going?
Oh wow, who knows? It's it's all an open book. It's we're creating stuff through Main Entertainment, and hopefully another Blackstar role will come my way, or one similar to it.
Yes, absolutely. Tyler, before I let you go today, because I'm sure you have so much to do with your production company and everything, is there any other projects that you have that you want to kind of shout out and for my listeners to really keep their eyes peeled for?
Yeah, I think I was in Playing with Fire with John Cena, and it is getting a re-release in theaters. I believe it's this weekend. So if people want to see that in the big theater, which would be fun to do, take your kids to that and check that out. And like I say, follow Main Entertainment and watch for the stuff that we have coming out next.
Yes, absolutely. Tyler, it's been amazing speaking with you today. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. And I know that we're kind of at the tail end of the pandemic right now, but I hope that you and your family are staying safe at this moment.
Yes, thank you. And you too. And people can also check out while they're still sitting at home. Our first film, Compound Fracture, through Main Entertainment, is out on the platform, so they can check it out. And also Penance Lane is out to check it out.
Nice. Everyone who's listening, make sure that you check that out. I'll put links in the description when we put this out. But thank you again so much, Tyler.
Yes, thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.